trappers, what's the word? Thank you all so much for tapping in. DC Mister and Jennifer W. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure that's her. Let me see real quick. Yeah, DC Mister and Jennifer H. I almost called you the other initial. Anyway, thank you guys for contributing to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. As bad as I want to hit y'all with a, oh man, I'm not. This is a very serious matter. Boosie, he can't win from losing. I've never thought the day that a person tried to help somebody would get this in return. There was a gentleman in the marching band, Southern University there in Baton Rouge, who Control-Alt-Delete due to hazing rituals, fraternity stuff. Boosie was throwing a Boosie bash, and Boosie stated that he spoke with the gentleman's father about a scholarship fund, and he would give some of his proceedings from the Boosie bash for the scholarship fund. It's a problem. The family, per Boosie, the father, was with it. What happened? The Attorney General is trying to file criminal charge, not civil, but First off, let me say this. I'm sure that boy's likeliness and name, image, were not trademarked or copyrighted. Point blank, period. This is why people don't help people. And it's sick to me to think that that family might have wanted that money directly instead of a scholarship fund. Tell me when, how, and where is Boosie wrong, you guys? Period. Did the BRPD reach out to the family like, hey, this ain't the guy y'all want to be in works with? He's been accused of this, that, or whatever. Could that have been the case? Who else stepped up to help? And final, I don't think so, y'all. I really can't see Boosie having to use this dude for ticket sales. It's Boosie. It's Baton Rouge. It's the South. Listen, Tennessee and down is Boosie. From Florida all the way over. Boosie is really attempting to clean up his image. Whether if it's from, or I don't know, y'all. Who cares if it's about the pardon or this or that, or he's trying to change. He's trying to help. How guilty can you be trying to help? I'm sorry, y'all. This really ticked me off. Real talk. Boosie's not with the machine. Not at all. And I do pride him in that aspect and the father he is. But I think this is too far, y'all. They're trying too hard to make an example of somebody that just tried to help. I think they're looking at this as their chance to finally get bro. Period. This is Pink Book's Lessons. Shout out to her. She did a good article. Let's check it out.
The coroner says his body was released to a funeral home last week, but that official cause and manner of his death is still pending.
I don't expect this to go to trial, but it could. But I think they're going to be trying to look for mercy rather than to be defiant in this case. Well, that would be my advice if I was representing them.
Now the standard procedures play out with arraignments and motion hearings. McRae is due back in court in May, and Smith is to return in June. Their lawyers spoke outside of the courthouse.
Isaiah is terribly remorseful about this. This is nothing that anybody wanted, and I think we're still in a state of shock about what's going on.
My client is grieving right now. He's grieving the loss of a friend. He's grieving the potential loss of his life. I mean, this is a traumatic event.
This is truly heartbreaking. The incident has ignited a broader conversation about hazing rituals within fraternities and sororities. Caleb's loss resonated deeply across the entire community, from Baton Rouge to New Orleans, where many who grew up with him and played in their New Orleans high school band before he left for college now feel the weight of his absence. In college, he was a part of the marching band and his major, mechanical engineering. In an effort to honor Caleb, Boosie paid tribute to him at Boosie Bash and planned to donate money to establish a scholarship in his name. However, this gesture has since sparked controversy for Boosie and possible criminal charges.
We start the news tonight with a bombshell allegation dealing with the Boosie Bash and the family of a Southern University fraternity pledge killed in a hazing incident. We first broke the news this afternoon. Attorney General Liz Murrill may seek legal action against one of the most prominent rappers to come from Baton Rouge. Little Boosie headlined Boosie Bash tonight and said some of the proceeds from the concert would go to a scholarship honoring Caleb Wilson. But his family disputes that. The AG says Boosie was using Wilson's name to promote his annual music festival.
When has Boosie ever used anybody? He could have used one of his artist friends. He could have said Glorilla's name. He could have said Webby's name. He could have said anybody's name, especially whoever was coming to perform at that event. Why would he play on and with a person that's no longer here? Why would he play with their name? What the heck does he get off that? Real talk. And I'm going to tell y'all this. A lot of them people that were probably going to that event probably wasn't privy to who or what the young man is or whatever that isn't here anymore. If anything, he shedded more light and awareness, and also tried to get a scholarship fund set up there. He doesn't even have children that go to that school. Let's continue.
Scholarship. Take a listen. You're actually working with the Human Jukebox, and you're working with his family to get this scholarship going, and some of the funds are going to be from the concert are going to be going back into this scholarship, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do something special for him because this is a tragic loss.
According to the Attorney General, Wilson's parents had no idea that the event was happening. They knew Boosie had wanted to start a scholarship, but that was the furthest the conversation went. Merle said the family's upset, saying it's victimizing them all over again. She did tell us promoters agreed to stop using Caleb's image, but says the damage is already done.
She ought to be ashamed to be on the news with her hair looking like that. She ought to be ashamed. The city of Baton Rouge ought to be ashamed itself. That Attorney General, you're reaching, ma'am. You don't have the grounds for anything criminal. Period. It's so crazy because I don't recall anybody stepping up in that man's name or honor. Period. Nobody. The person that does gets this. I'm gonna put the video to end, but let me know your thoughts, y'all. Let's see if we can get 500 likes. I'm out. Peace.